evening hunt. This morning I was busy playing with some does, and they eventually got tired of trying to figure out what it was and left. But I've got a real thick pile of trash right here, and behind me is just as thick. It's a bunch of blow down trees. So what I've got here is a gap. It's a little more open between the blow down trees and that thick trash, which has a bunch of blow down trees in it. So the deer skirt right through here.
I didn't realize it, but the does that come in there this morning bedded in that thick, trashy stuff there. And they eased up right around that edge and left out of here, but I forgot to hit the record button.
This afternoon I set up for a kill shot, but also for an observation set to see if these deer were using this area yet. This spot will get better. Right now I don't think they're really keying in on it. Today has been really hot, and there's been no wind. It's been dead silent, calm, nothing but crickets. The birds don't even want to get stirred up. You can't win them all. You run into a lot of these hunts. Y'all get to see the good hunts, but there's a lot of duds. Good morning. I'm set up in a pine thicket, because that's about all we have in Alabama where I hunt, and trying to catch the bucks that are going from a acorn flat on a swamp edge and an acorn flat on a marsh edge. These two acorn flats are probably 200 yards apart from each other, but the bucks wind their way through this little pine thicket area, heading to the bed area behind me. Sometimes they'll take this trail, sometimes they'll take the middle trail, sometimes they'll take the top trail. I'm banking on this trail. If I were in the other spot, I could at least see them. But if I'm hunting the other two trails, I can't see this trail. So I want to set up on this trail, see what they're doing, because this is where the biggest buck I walked last year. So I'm going to give it a shot. This is the first time I've set this particular spot. I got the wind just perfect. Well, as usual, the weatherman says the wind direction is supposed to be one way, and when you get to your hunting spot, the wind direction shifts and changes the other way. I couldn't sit there. I had to get down and make a move. You know, that's one good thing about being mobile. I'm sitting there, I'm throwing my cotton, I'm fraying it up, watching the wind blow it, sucking it right down into where I expect the deer to be coming from. I'm not going to sit there and get busted. I got down, I made a move, I'm in a new tree stand now. Basically, I'm doing an observation sit. I can see a long ways, I can get my glass out, and I'm going to look across this clear cut, try to see which direction these deer are moving, coming out of that bottom, working their way over in here toward the bed area. Maybe I can cut them off this way. I actually have one trail cam pic of a giant deer right on the edge of this clear cut right here from last year. It's the only picture I've got of him, so who knows, maybe I'll get eyes on him today. I've come in here and I've scouted my way in here. The spot that I wanted to go to didn't have any hot sign on it, so I just kept working my way this direction. There's a lot of doe activity in here and some fresh scrapes. We're actually two scrape lines meet together, scrape line, rub line, whatever you want to call them. I'm at an intersection right here, deer trails and hub, scrape hub, I guess what you might call it. I seen a little bit of fresh deer droppings on one trail. I kind of had to cross over it. Yeah, I'm in a good spot, I hope. We're going to sit here for an observation set, if nothing else, because the wind's right. Got an overcast, cloudy sky. I'm actually facing east, which is, I hate facing the sun, but because of the overcast, I can get by with it today. Good morning. I'm set up on the edge of a bed area. I got a crosswind in my favor. Actually a trail right there that enters and exits the bed area. A few minutes ago, a doe come blowing out of there wide open. Ran out here underneath my tree just to the left of me and then blew back in there wide open. I don't know what's going on with that. If a coyote or something's after her, or she's just running around playing. It was a big doe, but there ain't no way you can get something like that on footage. Heck, by the time I turn around and look, see what it is, she's gone. We'll sit back and see what happens this morning. I have a good feeling about today. I don't know if that dog got him a hog or what's going on down there, but them hogs is squealing like crazy. I don't know how well the microphone on this little camcorder can pick that up, but there's something going on down there in the holler.
Well, there's two dogs down there got this hog hemmed up. They've been going at it for a long time. I finally got down out of the tree stand to go see what's going on, and I'm going to warn you, some of this footage is a little bit on the graphic side. Now these two dogs eventually killed this hog, and they stayed around for a little while, and I guess they finally spotted me over there on the ground watching them. I guess I scared them off when I hollered at them, and I didn't want that splotch hound there getting a hold of me like he was getting a hold of that hog, so I yelled at them and they took off running.
Well, that was very interesting. Them dogs caught him a hog, and boy, they was lighting the woods up around here. So I got down out of my tree stand, went down there to film it, and the splotch hound, he caught wind of me. He started circling around, and it was funny because he was actually hunting me, which after seeing what he did to that hog, a little bit nerve-wracking. But both of them had collars on their necks, and I wasn't too worried about them. Once he got up there pretty close to me, I didn't video any of it. Probably should have videoed it. But he stuck around and started looking. He eyeballed me. He started slipping up to me, trying to figure out what it was. I said, better get on out of here. And boy, he barked and took off running. So that was kind of messed my hunt up a little bit, but made for an interesting morning. I think I missed him. He turned his head right when I started to release, and I think I went right through his ear. killed him though. Well, I'm beginning to second guess myself that maybe I hit that coyote. It sure looked like a clean miss to me, but I just heard him. He's over there flopping and growling like crazy. Maybe I hit it. I'll find out later. I'll look at my arrow, see if there's blood on it. Well, it's closing time for my afternoon hunt. It's been an interesting one. I heard one deer come through. I thought it was going to come my direction, but I don't know where it went. It may have cut across that marsh. That marsh is dry and they can walk across it pretty easy. I saw a flicker of white out there once and picked my binos up. I never could see anything. I don't know if I hit that coyote or not. It sure was growling and carrying on over there. It was several minutes after I shot when I heard it. So maybe I did hit it. Be nice. I got to get rid of that thing. I like this spot. I sat here several years ago and watched a little spike buck work a scrape. The scrape's not there no more. The tree or whatever they were working on got knocked down and tore up. But they like to cut this corner right here around the head of this marsh. Hit it up. I got bedding about 100 yards from me. And they go from bedding around this marsh, pinch it, but they can cross it now, so it's not as defined a funnel as it used to be. When the water's full, it's like 10 foot deep. Of course, they can swim it if they want to, but they prefer to go around it. And I got bedding about 200 yards on the other side of me, and it's pretty good bedding. And then straight the direction that camera's pointing now, there's more bedding up there. So I'm in a triangle of bedding areas, and they travel back and forth on this end and the other end. So I like this spot. I may have to sit here one morning. I get the wind right. This is the first time I've had the wind right to sit here. But maybe next time. Good morning. As you can see, I'm set up on a clear cut. This clear cut comes in and makes a bend. So I'm on the outside edge of a clear cut. And it pinches down into an SMZ. The trail is almost dead underneath me. I got a blowdown tree right behind me that deer have to walk around, which creates a pinch point. When I came in here this morning before daylight, I could smell a deer. And I got up in the tree stand as quietly as I possibly could. And it might be that I have already bumped a deer out of this bedding, because I've not smelt it since I got up in the tree. And I never did hear the deer get up and leave, but it may have snuck out here. It doesn't mean another deer won't come in here and check out this bedding. So I'm going to sit here as long as I can, because I have got the wind perfect. And that's rare for Alabama to be able to get the wind perfect for a setup. Well, I've about had enough for this morning. I ain't seen nothing. I had one deer behind me start snorting. It was dead downwind of me. It was pretty good ways from me though. I'm not sure if it was snorting at me or something else, cause the distance involved. But a good chance it was snorting at me. At least I know there's a deer within 1 mile here. That's good news. I'm gonna go on back, take a break, kind of regroup for this afternoon. Good morning. Today's November 23rd. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you have a great day. I guess you could say today I'm set up in a travel corridor. I was gonna go set up in a spot next to bedding, but at the last minute I changed my mind and decided to watch this travel corridor. I've got multiple trails pieced together in a corner of the woods here, traveling from one feed area / bed area over to another feed area / bed area. It's a good rub line, scrape line, runs through here. And what I'm hoping is to just catch a buck cruising. Well, I just had a deer. Not exactly sure what it was. It looked like a doe, maybe. The way it ran, anyway. Just, wide open. Run right through there. And there's a big open flat over there. I don't know what was going on over there. Something chasing her, a coyote, or I ain't hear no snorting or grunting or nothing. Just a deer running wide open. Well, that's interesting. At least I know I got deer in here, right? Today's been a pretty good day. I've seen several deer. I think 5 or 6 does, one little spike buck grunting, chasing her around. I heard one more grunt back over in the direction all the deer came from. I've sat here, haven't seen anything. I got to get down and go do Thanksgiving. It's been fun, but I like this spot. I can see myself possibly shooting a good buck right here when they start cruising. Good spot.